Right, time to meet our first guest. Described as the most exciting opera export the UK has celebrated for over a decade, she's taken the classical charts by storm. Last year, she was dubbed Pavarotti when she followed in Pavarotti's footsteps as the voice of football for ITV's coverage of the Euro 2008 Championships. And after taking time out to have a baby, she's about to hit the road again on tour alongside the boys from Blake. Please welcome Natasha Marsh.
I'm not overdressed at all, am I?
Well, the last time we saw you, I think you were 5 months.
I was.
5 months
I announced
pregnant.
it here, didn't I?
You did, yeah. You did. So how old is Harley?
He is 11 weeks.
11 weeks?
Yeah.
And you look like that?
Oh, well, I think it's the breastfeeding.
Oh, look at your husband. How gorgeous is he?
Baby.
Brought him here.
He's backstage.
Is he?
Yeah.
See ya.
He's having a good
Lovely.
So only 11 weeks and off on tour quite soon.
I know.
Are you taking the baby with you?
I am.
Oh.
I've decided, because the boys are obviously going on a big tour bus, Blake boys, and I thought instead of kind of inflicting a baby on them, I would jump in the car with my husband, who's coming along, he's giving up work. And
that's not to keep an eye on you with the Blake boys?
Possibly as well.
But to change nappies, maybe.
To change nappies and all that, the stuff he loves. And we're just bunging a Moses basket in the car and some baby grows and going to hit the road.
That's a great idea.
Does your husband's job allow him to come with you
He works
then,
at home,
obviously?
so he's given the time. And I think it'll make such a difference having him there, you know.
And do you sort of feel ready to sort of get back into it?
I think so. I mean, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I know it's going to be challenging, and it'll be very weird. I mean, we're going to bath him backstage, and I'll come off and breastfeed at the interval and that kind of thing. So it's going to be
if you're in the,
fun.
what happens if you're in the middle of a big woo and you hear it backstage?
I am slightly worried about that.
Or if you get a bit, you know, leaky around the arm.
Yes,
I think pads.
Yeah, a lot of padding.
Lots of padding.
Without going into gory, how was the birth?
It was quite good.
No, I mean, I know what happens, but I just wanted to know, because it doesn't always go according to plan.
It didn't go according to plan.
No,
I had my suitcase packed, you know, with my lavender oil and my playlist and everything. Didn't even open it. No. I was too busy on my back pushing. But no, it was quite quick and quite good. It was I think it must have helped with the breathing, the opera singing breathing. I think probably helped.
No, you're just very lucky.
Oh, I'm lucky.
Yes,
it
I'm
might
afraid.
have been that. It might
Breathing
have been
doesn't
that.
help.
Do you think your voice has changed since your body obviously has changed? Has it affected your voice?
It's definitely got a lot richer since, which is nice. Yeah, it's got more of a depth.
Did you hit any high notes during the sort of the excruciating pain?
There was a woman next door doing that. But actually, I went the opposite way. I went really low. I sounded like a cow. I was kind of moving. Really weird. But my husband wouldn't go with me to the hospital for ages, and I knew I needed to get in there. I said, we've got to go. And he was saying, no, it's going to take 14 hours. So I really, by the end, you know, I was like, come on. We rushed there, and he was born 2 hours later. So.
Oh, my gosh, that is good, isn't it? But now, please tell me that you're a bit like me and that you don't sweat like these two. Do you sweat?
No, I don't. I'm not keen on sweating.
No, I'm so glad you're here.
I don't like it.
What about on stage as well?
Well, it's actually the worst thing's playing opposite smelly tenors.
Oh,
wow. Because smelly tenors work hard. They're the way they're sort of stocky and they're built, you know. And there was one particular tenor I was thinking of whose name I won't mention, but every time we had to go in for a kiss, and every time he'd come towards me, I'd hold my breath and think, and then I'd slide up, you know. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Opera's become so, you know, most people, it isn't accessible to. I mean, people go opera, or no, thank you. But there should be another name for opera now, like pop opera, because, I mean, look at you and everybody that's around you. What's happened? Why is it so popular now?
I think probably, I mean, Classic FM's really helped that, you know, suddenly making music accessible. And the idea that people always think you've got to be educated to appreciate it, and it's rubbish. You know, if it moves you,
they were all very big ladies with horns on.
There was a habit of that, wasn't there?
But there's still a lot of snobbery attached to it, isn't there?
And I knew when I got involved in it, there'd be purists that would look at me and say, why are you doing this? There's, you know, it's totally unnecessary and you just stick to what you're doing. But, you know, music's for everyone, and I love singing, and whatever it is, that's, you know.
But it's
about
bringing
heart
it
and
to the
stuff.
ordinary layman in the street, isn't it?
It's
Because
that's what it
most
was
operas are
originally.
Italian or German and everything, and none of us understand it. So for somebody like you, it would bring it to somebody like me who would never understand it, and I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's all about boy meets girl, girl meets boy, they fall in love. It's not always
Have a
ridiculous.
bit of a tiff.
plot.
Yeah.
A bit of a
Make
tiff,
up.
yeah.
Make up.
Which is life. We do it every day.
So where does the tour start and where do you go? And
It starts in Cheltenham and we go absolutely everywhere. I mean, right from Southsea up to Inverness.
Right.
And it's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. We've got a complete range of music. We've got real classical hits, and then we've got some pop, and we've got some love ballads and a bit of film music.
So are you doing sort of some of your stuff? Blake are doing their stuff, and then you're going to do some
We're
stuff
gonna
together.
do some stuff
And you're going to sing for us today on the show.
We are.
Yes.
Brilliant.
What are you going to be singing for us?
We'll be singing Time to Say Goodbye.
Thanks for joining us.